Before the fame, before the viral hits, before the stage dives and the flashing lights, there was just one youth, Kevon Douglas, born and raised in Spanish Town, Jamaica. It's a place steeped in history and riddled with contradiction, a cradle of culture and crime, a city where the sound of gunshots could interrupt a child's lullaby. But it was here, in the belly of Spanish Town, that a legend was being shaped by his environment, raw, unfiltered, and real. Skeng didn't come from riches. His home wasn't guarded by gates or graced by luxury. He was raised by a hard-working mother and surrounded by a tight-knit family who understood struggle, but who also never gave up on dreams. His mother, a pillar in his life, worked multiple jobs, ensuring that even in hardship, her children understood discipline, ambition, and respect. Music was always around, booming from corner shops, clashing in the streets, or humming through an old radio in his yard. While other kids were idolizing superheroes, Skeng was falling in love with the voices of Vybz Kartel, Mavado, Popcorn, and Tommy Lee Sparta. Kartel especially would go on to become a major influence, not just musically, but mentally. The Gaza boss wasn't just an artist to Skeng, he was a blueprint. From an early age, Skeng realized he had something different. He wasn't loud or boasty in the traditional sense. He was watchful, absorbing, observing, calculating. In the classroom, he was often quiet, but give him a beat, a rhythm, a moment to speak, and the entire block would turn their heads, from Kevon to Skeng. The name Skeng wasn't just a nickname, it was a statement. In Jamaican slang, a Skeng can mean a weapon, powerful, sharp, dangerous. But for Kevon, it represented lyrical artillery. He knew the world wasn't going to hand him anything. He had to take it, verse by verse. After attending high school, including St. Jago High and later Excelsior Community College, where he studied music and entertainment management, Skeng immersed himself deeper into the sound system culture. He honed his voice. He played with flows. At home, he recorded raw tracks on basic equipment. What they lacked in quality, they made up for in energy. His breakout moment didn't come from a major label or a cosign. It came from the streets, from YouTube, from youth who passed his music phone to phone, sharing tracks like Gveenman Shift and Street Cred. Skeng's music wasn't polished pop. It was uncut and unapologetic. His delivery, aggressive. His tone, unmistakably hungry. The youth felt him. The streets embraced him. And the industry, they had no choice but to watch. Skeng wasn't trying to be everybody's favorite. He was aiming to be unforgettable. 2021 was the year everything changed. Tracks like Gveenman Shift, Protocol, with Tommy Lee Sparta, and Ratty Gang exploded online. His music videos weren't filled with expensive props or fake storylines. They showed reality, gritty, authentic, pulsating with energy. Skeng didn't get discovered through talent shows or major studios. His song, Gveenman Shift, went viral on YouTube, passed around by youth on WhatsApp, TikTok, and Telegram before the industry took notice. He was different from the norm. In a dancehall scene filled with melody and smooth swagger, Skeng brought back the aggression of old-school DJs with a trap dancehall twist. His voice cut through speakers like a dagger, and when he took the stage, the atmosphere shifted. You didn't just hear Skeng, you felt him. One of the boldest moves came when he linked up with Tommy Lee Sparta. The track Protocol became a street anthem with millions of views on YouTube. The chemistry was undeniable. Dark, theatrical, violent, yet magnetic. Vybz Kartel himself took notice. In 2022, a collaboration between Kartel and Skeng, Little Miss Remix, dropped like a bombshell. It wasn't just a song, it was a passing of the torch. Kartel, from behind bars, had handpicked a new general. Skeng had officially entered the elite league, trials and turbulence. But with fame comes fire. Skeng's energy, while magnetic, was also controversial. In June 2022, he was detained at the Norman Manley International Airport after an altercation, allegedly sparked by a dispute with airport security. Media painted him as wild. Headlines ran with labels like unruly and violent. Skeng's rise was disruptive. He didn't fit the mold of the squeaky clean pop star. He was from Spanish Town. He was raw. He came with scars and stories. Critics tried to box him in, but he kicked down the sides. That's what made him dangerous. That's what made him real. He addressed the controversies in his music, using them as fuel. Every obstacle became a verse. Every insult, another line in the booth. He didn't ask for sympathy. He demanded respect. Skeng and the ladies. Behind the rebel persona, there's a softer side, one that fans don't always get to see. Skeng is notoriously private about his romantic life, but that hasn't stopped the speculation. Dancehall is a space where image and romance often collide, and Skeng, with his rebellious charm, is never short of attention. From flirty lyrics to suggestive videos, fans have linked him to various women, including dancers and fellow influencers in the industry. Though no confirmed long-term relationship has made headlines, rumors once swirled about a potential connection with a popular Instagram model, whose photos and videos often featured Skeng's music playing in the background. Skeng has not married and therefore has no wife. He is in a committed relationship with Bebe Asha Miller, and they share 2 young sons together. Bebe Asha Miller runs a hairdressing business. Skeng became a father in late 2022 at just 22 years old, naming his first son Kevon Douglas Jr. In 2023, he welcomed a second son, expanding his young family while dominating dancehall. In March 2023, Skeng publicly shared photos of his newborn son and baby, affectionately highlighting their family. What Skeng is doing now? He's on tour, Jamaica to Trinidad, to Barbados, to Kingston, to preparing for Montego Bay. He's touring major live events, delivering his signature explosive stage shows. He's releasing music regularly, new singles and high-profile collaborations. He's prepping a Nicki Minaj featuring album, potentially alongside Rihanna, Mother's Love. In June 2022, Skeng surprised his mother, a school teacher, with a brand new Nissan Skyline 350 GT Hybrid as a token of gratitude for her sacrifices. He personally delivered the car to the school grounds, and the heartwarming moment went viral. This gesture softened his bad boy image and earned public praise. Please subscribe for more celebrity stories.